Hello everyone, this is Noemi Banchi from Valley Heights in New South Wales, Australia. And well, we are continuing with this study of metaphysics, and today we're going to see beings of the pink ray, because we already saw last week the pink ray. And if we recall, can you tell me any virtue related to the pink or the third pink ray? Can you? Love, activity, what else? Worship. Yep. Yes, and well, and also culture as well. Being aware of culture and, well, good manners as well as part of the pink ray. And well, today we are going to see some beings who work with or in this pink ray. And let's have a look. All this information we are seeing here is in the book Seven Rays or Siete Rayos by Rowena. Okay, so let's start with Lord Brahma. He was the first being of the third pink ray manifested in the universe. He is also the Lord of the third sphere, the absolute essence of activity and of universal love. He is known in Sanatana Dharma. He is well known there. Okay, so let's have a look. This is his representation with four heads looking at different points like east, west, north, and south, and sitting on a lotus flower. Okay, so if we see here, we can see this is, let's say, this is here the center, right? And from the center, the first thing manifested was light from the mantra, let there be light. And from that mantra, then three rays were created: blue, golden, and pink. And the blue ray, do you remember we already saw these two? And today we saw also the third ray. So Shiva is the Lord of the first universe, or the blue ray. Vishnu is in the second sphere, or the golden, and Brahma is in the third sphere, or the third ray. Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma. We say blue, golden, and pink. So Brahma is the Lord of the pink ray. Alright, so that is the beginning of everything. Lord Brahma is divinity's third aspect. We already saw that, the pink ray. He is also the creator of the matter of this universe. Alderman of the third frictional fire and of the law of circle. He is the creator of the matter. Just to be aware of, everything is matter. Even though if we talk about spirit and matter are the same, different degrees but the same. And at some point they are connected. And this matter has 3 states. Do you know the 3 states of matter? Balance. So let's say Sattva, Raja, and Tamas. Tamas is just be quiet, Tamas. And Raja is when you are active, very active. And Sattva is balance, is when someone is in equilibrium, has equilibrium. These are the 3 aspects of the matter. Okay. And why is it important? Because if you want to talk about spirit and divinity, the first thing we need to manage, or we need to be aware of, we should know how to manage matter. So matter first. For this reason, before studying metaphysics, we should know physics. And by the way, by saying this, I say, for example, being aware of how to dress, being well dressed up, for example, how or know how to eat properly at the table, how to greeting someone, and many other things related to physics. So, Lord Brahma's complement is Mother Saraswati, or maybe Saraswatī. Her keynote is in Bizet's O Dieu Brahma, let's purchase the pearl. And you can, if you click in the link below, you can listen to this song, this piece of music. And we are seeing the representation of Mother Saraswati, the veena, playing. She is also known as the mother of all the languages. If you want to learn a language, you can, or it's better if you are a friend of Mother Saraswati. She will make it for you easy. Yeah. Okay, well, now Elohim Orion and Angelica brought the 3rd pink ray of activity and universal love to Earth. For Lady Immaculata, planetary saline water, and Lady Vesta's solicitude. So, okay, so we have that degree here. But just to make you this story, what happened? Well, when the Earth was created by Vesta and Helios, so Lady Immaculata was there as well, so she called the Elohim, 7 Elohim, and they came and they brought different rays to Earth. So in this case, the pink ray was brought by Elohim Orion and Angelica. And the particularity of the Elohim is that they work at mental level, all related to forms. And Orion says that we can work with love. How? Very easy. Just take a moment now and think of someone in your life that you want to make peace. So you want to, there were some discussions or some different point of view, something like might affect your relationship with that person. Okay, they might be anyone, might be your boss, your ex, partner, your neighbor. No, I don't know who can be that person in your life, but if you, even though you don't think, oh no, but I'm get along with almost everyone, okay, but maybe someone is not with you, so it's the other way around, so maybe they don't like you or something like that. So it's a good exercise this. So just think of that person and we are going to see this decree. I wrap you in my love cycle. Just when we say that, we can use our fingers. Remember forms. Orion works with forms. And just we can imagine, visualize that person in front of us and just say, I wrap you in my love cycle. And you will see miracles. Let me tell you right now. Just give it a go. Actually, you are doing it right now. One more time. I wrapped you in my love cycle. I wrapped you in my love cycle. And let's see. Oops. Okay. And in terms of keynote, what is a keynote? A keynote is let's say a sound, sorry, it's a sound, a particular tone within a piece of music in which you don't know the tone, but by listening to the song, you can connect with the particular being. In this case, the Elohim Orion. Okay, so just by listening to Sibelius Symphony number 2, movement 4, you can connect. It's an amazing piece of music, and you just think of Elohim Orion. Orion also is a constellation. Yes, it's right. Exactly. And this is a representation of Orion by Frank Alvarado. He's an artist, a Venezuelan artist, and this is the representation. Okay, now in terms of his complement, Elohim Angelica's keynote is in Orff's Carmina Burana in Trutina. And again, you can see the link in the description below, and you can listen to this piece of music as well. Okay, so we don't share this sound here because sometimes there are some copyrights, and then it's better if you just listen on your own. And this is a representation of Angelica. Okay, so we talk about Elohim. Now, archangels. Archangel Chamuel and Charity are the angelic directors of the pink angels of divine love. All right. Well, do you remember the difference between divine love and the other love? The divine love is from the belly upwards, and the other love is from the belly downwards. Yes, it's right. So divine love is, yeah, and they Chamuel. So again, was at the beginning of the creation of the earth. Lady Immaculata called not only the Elohim but also the archangels. And Archangel Chamuel and Charity, they brought the third pink ray to earth at emotional level, about feelings. And for this reason, well, the archangels are the directors of different angels. Okay. And one thing about love is, okay, so what happened with this image? This is the representation of your inner self. Your inner self is within you and is composed of three flames: blue of goodwill, golden flame of wisdom, and the pink ray of love. Which means that love is within you. And of course that you can love your parents, your family, your partner, your friends, and plants, animals, stones, everything. But the most important thing is to love your inner self. To love, to thanks to the inner self, to be grateful, and to remember that you are your inner self. Your inner self is within you. Just how? Very easy. Just take a moment right now and take a nice deep breath in and deep breath out through your nose. And I'm going to show you the picture so you can see the image, or if you like, you can close your eyes as well and just breathe. And a good way to contact your inner self, Connie Mendes said, just use your fingers to touch here near your neck, and you will be able to feel your heartbeat. And it's there, your inner self within you, beating, giving you everything you need. Love, material things, everything. Chamuel's keynote is in Mascagni's Cavalleria Rusticana, Regina, Coeli. And again, you can see the link in the description below if you like to listen to this song. And there is a decree here. Why? Because we said that Chamuel and Charity, they are the directors of the angels. And in metaphysics, we learn how to invoke angels. And just by naming them, so in this case, the pink ray. If you remember, we talk about this in the blue ray with Archangel Michael to protect your car, to protect someone, to rob your house if you need it, to protect your house. In this particular case, the angels of the pink ray, they work with cars, for example. So if you need to drive and you're not sure about the car, or it's a rent car, so you can invoke the angels of the pink ray to protect your car, and the car will work perfectly. And basically the angels of the pink ray works with all the when you have to do let's say, a process, an application, any present, let's say, apply document, any process like involves people, you can invoke the angels to make it smoothly and faster. So just let's do it. And by the way, remember the quadrant of causation, which is thoughts, feelings, decrees, and actions. So we think what we are saying, we put our, we feel that we are calling angels, and also we use our hands. So we call them and say, come, 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 3 times. So let's do it. So think of something like you need to do, and then angels of the pink ray, come, come, come. To solve this, to wrap me, to wrap this person, to wrap this place. And if you want to spread harmony, love, if you want to fix something, any let's say a kettle, a toaster, anything that you have at home and you need that they work okay, well, you can invoke the angels of the pink ray. Well, now Saint Aeolus is the cosmic Holy Spirit. He is also known as Mahasahib and is Pallas Athena's complement. Pallas Athena's is known in Greece or in the Greek culture, and in metaphysics we know her, and we are going to talk about her in the green ray, because she represents truth. When we talk about Pallas Athena, we are talking about truth. And well, Pallas Athena is Saint Aeolus' complement. Yep. Or Saint Aeolus is a Pallas Athena's complement. It's the same. Well, and Saint Aeolus is the universe, pranas, or vital breath's personification. So we see here a representation of Saint Aeolus. Yep. And he represents exactly that, the universe prana. So every time you take a breath, you breathe, actually, you are connected with Saint Aeolus. So now let's do it. Let's practice. Breathe in. I know you do it all the time, but let's do it consciously. Don't control, just breathe in. Breathe normally. And think that every time you are taking a deep, every time you breathe, you are connecting with Saint Aeolus. And he's the cosmic Holy Spirit, means he's not only working to the earth, but for the whole universe. Indeed. Okay, well, beautiful representation. And Saint Aeolus' electronic pattern is a white dove descending with its peak downwards, as you see the image here. And Saint Aeolus' keynote is in Teresa del Riego's Homing. And also you can find these, the link in the description below. Well, talking about, we said that Saint Aeolus is the representation, or was the representation of the Holy Spirit to Earth. Yes, indeed. And I'm showing here a image so you are able to see which part of, or what do you see here first? What are you seeing? This is the moment of Jesus' baptism, correct? And if you remember, in that particular moment, the Holy Spirit was manifested. And for this reason, you are seeing here the dove, the white dove. Yes. Okay, perfect. And this person, yes, St. John's. Yeah. And Jesus, correct. Do you remember the place? Where was it? In Jordan. Yeah, the river Jordan. Correct. Well done. Now, this is another image. Do you remember? Yes, this happened. Well, remember the story when Jesus technically died, but we know that he didn't die, but he did die. And then his disciples, they were meeting, and the Holy Spirit came to them and was represented by fire in that particular moment. So we can see this is a representation of the Jesus' disciples, and this is a movie. What's it? A series. Was very interesting. Okay. Now we are seeing here part of the spiritual hierarchy of Shambhala. So we see here the head, which is, yes, Lord Gautama Buddha, and underneath so Lord Gautama Buddha is the Logos planetary, and Buddha's earth is Lord Maitreya. And then there are the three departments: the department of the Manu, the department of the Bodhisattva, and the department of the Mahachohan. And we are seeing here that the Mahachohan once was Saint Aeolus. Correct. But then he went to, or they was promoted, let's say, in our earthly words, and he became the Holy Spirit for the universe. So in that case, in his place, the Paolo el Veneziano, he was the Chohan or director of the Pink Ray, and then he became, and now he actually, and currently he is the Mahachohan. And the Mahachohan is the director of all the directors of the 7 rays. Now, what happened here? So he was promoted as well. So who is here? Well, now Lady Rowena is the Chohan of the Pink Ray and is in charge of sustaining divine, fraternal, and any other kind of love, culture, good manners, and humanity for all human beings. Her name appears in Ivanhoe by Sir Walter Scott. You can read the book or you can watch the movie, whatever you like. The book is in the book is the Old English, so you probably will need a dictionary. But anyway, it's an amazing story. So she appears in that story, Ivanhoe. And we see here the representation. This representation of Lady Rowena is by Virginia Damario. She's an Argentinian artist who lives in Brazil. Okay. And again, you can see the representation of the dove here, and the same as if we go back here as well, the dove, the Holy Spirit. Okay, great, go. All right. Lady Rowena's electronic pattern is a fleur de lis. You are seeing it, it's amazing. And represents, again, if you see the fleur de lis, it is composed of 3 petals, representing the blue ray, the golden ray, and the pink ray. If you see here her fleur de lis, her electronic pattern, with the colors of the threefold flame: blue, golden, and pink. Okay, oops. And her keynote is in Chopin's Romance. And Lady Rowena's etheric temple is on the Château de la Liberté, near the Rhone River in France. Do you remember we said last week let's see if you remember. We talk about 3 countries three countries which belong to the third pink ray. In alphabetic order: Argentina, China, and France. Yeah, correct. Okay. And finally, David Lloyd. He is a being of the pink ray and known with the title of Lord of Gratitude. His keynote is in Mahler's Adagietto Symphony No. 5. And ta-na-na-nan, his etheric retreat is in Australia. It's here. Is one of its protectors. So David Lloyd is one of one of Australia's protectors. Amazing, isn't it? And where is it? Well, have you been to Kosciuszko? Well, there it is the etheric retreat of David Lloyd in Mount Kosciuszko in Thredbo. Yep, in New South Wales, Australia. Okay, this was a few years ago. All right. All right. And then, love, Ruben Cedeño says, love is the cornerstone that determines each human being's freedom. If you commit to this seriously and do the exercise we practice today, you will see that love is the force that loosens all screws in your life. So by putting this into practice, well, you will see miracles in your life. Well, this is all for now. Just let's practice. Let's start today. Don't leave for tomorrow what you can do today. And Let's see. Thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.